Hey everybody, this is Tom with The Board Gamer. Today we're going to do a quick overview and review for this game. If you want the full how-to, go ahead and click this icon up here or the link in the description. Now let's get into it. Everdell is a 1 to 4 player game for ages 13 and up with an average gameplay length of 45 to 90 minutes, published by Starling Games. The basic overview of Everdell has you sending out workers to gather resources in order to pay the cost of cards to be played in front of you to create your own woodland city. And the player with the most points wins. Everdell is a beautiful and strategic city builder with a cutthroat worker placement mechanic. Although majority of this game is worker placement, where you collect resources to spend, the real strategy comes in when playing cards and building your city. You may only get one action to perform on your turn, but you want your action to create a chain of events that turns a single action into a series of actions. Once you are able to master that, you will excel in future playthroughs. Now, enough pondering. Let's climb this tree and view it from its highest branch to its lowest roots. The components I've shown in my How to Play video are from the Collector's Edition. I highly recommend this edition of the game. It not only adds a 5th critter to choose to play as, it also has improved resources. These upgraded resources feel really well made, and with an added bit of detail that they each have, makes them seem more like the real thing. Plus, the wooden occupied tokens and heavy metal coin tokens really bring the gravity of their worth, pun intended. But even though these upgraded resources are amazing, the show stealers here has to be the cards. The art alone is enough to enjoy, but the creative way the artists merge these critters with their job titles is seamless. You look at that card and immediately think, of course this critter would do this job. I mean, look at it. Thankfully, the sheer number of cards that come in this game lets you experience that feeling more and more. If I had to pick one component in this game to represent it, it would be these cards. When talking about ease of play in Everdell, I would feel comfortable saying this is a great game no matter the level of board gamer you are. The rules are very basic. You can do one thing per turn: place a worker, play a card, or move on to the next season. But how you choose to execute those moves and the cards you play that work off one another really take this from a simple worker placement to more of an engine builder. But not your traditional engine builder that runs on its own. More of an ever-evolving engine that works with you and grows based on your actions. The thing that matters most in this game is timing. And mastering your timing will generally show more improved play. But at the same time, if this is all new to you, you will have the same advantages and disadvantages of a more seasoned player whenever you start the game. And since there is very little player interaction, you can enjoy building your own city at your own pace. But with that being said, some of the player interactions are quite drastic. So you might get a few harsh looks if you, for example, swap hands with someone else who had their next few turns planned out. So interact with caution. There is way too much to talk about when mentioning replay value. The short answer is limitless. This base game contains so many cards, you really do not need any of the expansions to get a good amount of replayability of Everdell. But just in case you ever feel like you need more, there are a plethora of expansions that not only can be added on different playthroughs, but can be added all together in one, making it require a full-size dining room table just for the setup alone. So far, I am happy with the base game, but I'm cautiously optimistic about getting some of these expansions. So if and when I come across one, I'll let you know if it's worth adding to the base game. Bottom line, you can always have more Everdell if you want it. Although I mentioned Everdell can be a type of engine builder, I do think that there is no definitive card in this game that you need to have in your city. You can play any number of card combinations to make the type of city that you want by using strategy to discard certain cards when you get the chance, or you could just leave it up to luck of the draw. Having the ability to play the game how you want and not change the game for the other players playing the game with you just shows how balanced the luck and strategy of this game can be. Is this a strategy game? Yes, of course it is, and it can be as strategic as you want it. Can you play this game with pure luck? Yes, you can. You may not get the score you desire, but if you just want to build a cute city and you have no regard for the depth of the strategy here, you can do that too. Finally, I want to talk about the theme of Everdell. This society, built in and around the Evertree, places you as the architect of a new city. Your goal is to play cards and expand your city using critters and buildings. The theme fits well with the gameplay, and the art makes you believe the story that is being weaved. Personally, being an animal lover, this theme is one I gravitate towards. I was a bit hesitant at first, given how simple the game sounded, but the amount of strategy I was able to get out of each and every playthrough got me excited and wanting to play more and more. The theme fits with the gameplay, and it fills both the visual appeal role and the strategic monster role that I desire most. To conclude, this board gamer says, relieve your boredom with a fun-filled visit to the Evertree in Everdell. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and ring the bell to get notified about new videos. If you're bored now, click this for more games.